up and get high. That boy ran up and tried his life. Flying like a pilot bar, really get high. Pop fake perk, boy, your ass finna die. Shooting the off, my bitch real wet.
What's good, YouTube? You already know what we get into in this video. No need to hold y'all attention any longer. We're just gonna get right to it. So, UNLV starting QB Matthew Slukas decides to leave the school. Like, basically said he's gonna use his red shirt and just look elsewhere next season over an NIL dispute. Allegedly, he was promised $100K by assistant coach before coming to UNLV. And what I'm here to do today is to see if him requesting $100K was even in the ballpark of what he deserved. So without further ado, we're going to get right to it. If you don't know who Matthew Slukas is, he's a QB that came over from Holy Cross. He did 4 years in the FCS and quickly emerged as a top 5 QB in the FCS. Last season would basically be, I would say passing, a drop-off, but one of his best rushing seasons. He's a dual threat QB that basically came over to the FBS and basically did the same. Freshman year, didn't play much. Typical freshman season. Sat, learned, and got ready to take over the realms in 2021. First year starting, 1495 through the air, 11 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 868 rushing yards. Throwing for 56%. Now, my issue with that is the fact that over the years, he stayed pretty consistent in terms of his accuracy, but his accuracy isn't mind-boggling. 2022, 57.5% through the year, 2491 passing yards, 26 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 14 touchdowns, 1,200 rushing yards. This, in my opinion, is his best season. If he was going to come over and transfer to any school in FBS, this would have been the season that I think would have been great for him. And NIL probably would have been more reasonable to bargain with, given that he basically ripped the roof off the place. Accuracy still is like, he's connecting on a little over half his throws, but it's nothing that I would consider to be too crazy. And then we go to 2023. Coming into 2023, he was ranked 4th in the FBS. The NCAA themselves ranked him 4th as a returning QB. And he goes 17-23 through the air, 61.9%, 20 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 1243 on the ground, and 9 touchdowns. Now, this landed Holy Cross a 5-1 conference record, 7-4 overall. They went second in their division in the Patriot League, and they shared the conference title with Lafayette, but they did not get an at-large bid into the college football playoff for the FCS. So they basically just went home. The takeaways from the season overall was that his accuracy seemed to basically improve. Made a jump. Going from 57 to 61, he's starting to connect more. He's starting to find his receivers more. But he didn't throw a lot. He didn't go for a lot through the air. It was good enough to basically help them shred through the conference of the Patriot League. But in my opinion, it wasn't something that was, mind-boggling. It wasn't eye-popping. His passing stats wouldn't even land him top 100 in the FBS. The 100 spot belonged to a QB from Rutgers. And, I don't think that was warranting of $100K to come over. That was really crazy to me. But then, let's look at the UNLV stats, right? Let's see. So they have a 3-0 record. The only games that matter out of this 3-0 record is Kansas and U of H. 2 Power 5 schools that was probably projected to shit on UNLV, but he managed to lead them to victory. First game against Kansas goes for 7 for 18, 86 passing yards, 1 touchdown through the air, 19 carries for 124 yards. UNLV is looking good right now. You beat a team that's in the Big 12 with an improving defense. Their defense isn't shitty, so their defense has gotten better. Offensively, they have the likes of I forgot his first name, but they have Neal at the running back spot. Quarterback is also a do-it-there quarterback. Like, they have an explosive offense that honestly you would have thought UNLV was gonna get shitted on, but they win the game 23-20. Led by Slukas. The only issue I have is that outside of him going 18 attempts through the air, the next 2 games he doesn't go over that. Against I think it was Utah Tech University, he goes for 8 for 17, 161 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 9 carries for 70 yards, and a 1 rushing touchdown. So this game he's getting back into that dual threat. Passes for a little bit more through the air. Completion percentage is a 47.1, but I can't really judge too much off of that because he's not being allowed to throw the ball like that. Like they're using him how he was used at Holy Cross, but he's not. I can't put $100K value when I don't know if he even has the capability to make $100K level reads. 6 figures. One of Jackson Dart's NIL deals is worth $100K. And that's what Slukas is trying to say he's worth. Then we go to the U of H game where they shocked the world again, winning 27-7. Now, U of H has transitioned into the Power 5 realm, going over to the Big 12. So, they've knocked off not one, but 2 Big 12 teams. This time, he goes 6 for 13, 71 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 11 carries for 59 yards. Again, they don't let him throw the ball that much, but they kind of utilize him to where they're letting them work the dual threat type of magic. But what's mind-boggling to me is that they're not like the numbers are not eye-popping. Again, he stays in that 40 over 45 plus completion percentage range, which is not eye-popping. It's not eye-popping. So, in my opinion, what I am concluding from this so far is the fact that Slukas, I don't know if he wanted to throw the ball more or if he wanted to run more. Given his numbers at Holy Cross, which I will mention again, 2022, 2,491 passing yards, 26 touchdowns passing, 4 interceptions. That's one thing I can say about him. He doesn't turn the ball over a lot, which is needed for a quarterback. But again, you're playing in the lower conference. Don't know if the DBs is really like that. Don't know if the defense is really like that. Don't know what the type of the conference that he's playing in. We don't know what it's really like in that conference. But again, 57.5% completion percentage. And then he rushed for over 1,200 yards, 14 touchdowns on the ground. So he had a stable balance. And then we go back to 2023, 1,723 passing yards, 20 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. 1,243 rushing yards, 9 touchdowns. Again, dual threat. He's getting a lot of attempts to do this. Now, granted, the year that he rushes the most in his career so far in college, he rushes a lot less rush attempts. So it was more impressive to see. But $100K valuation, like, you came to UNLV, right? And let's evaluate UNLV's money situation or proposed money situation NIL wise. On average in the Mountain West, no school makes over 2.1 mil. For football, no school, I'm gonna say that again so it resonates with y'all. No school makes over 2.1 mil in NIL compensation that they can give out, that they can personally give out to their team. So you're telling me that this one QB that y'all brought in from an FCS school that didn't even make the FCS football playoff. They finished second in the conference, and while they were a co-champion, they didn't go to the big dance. Your quarterback that doesn't even throw for over 2,000 yards on the year. He was close, but again, he's not even top 100 in the nation with those numbers. The amount of picks, yeah, he threw for less, but they're not like 100K is absurd. If I'm a player on UNLV, I'm watching a guy come in making 100K, being promised 100K. Like, what is we talking about here? What are we talking about? So that's really crazy. And again, Jackson Dart, who's in the SEC at Ole Miss, one of his NIL deals is worth 100K. So we're comparing this Matthew Slukas to Jackson Dart. That's the type of money he's trying to get, right? So then let's take a look at UNLV and how they was last season. They were 9-5 on the year. Finished third in the conference. You bring in this guy, and not gonna lie, the wins against Houston and Kansas are huge. Huge enough that it could possibly crack them into the top 25, which would put them on the college football playoff radar if they could keep up the wins and keep up the good work. Their next game happens to be against Fresno State, which is also it's a conference game. Fresno State is going to be out the door, allegedly going to the Pac-12, or what was the Pac-12. We don't know what the fuck it's going to be called after they get their situation figured out, but they're leaving the conference. But still, you have this QB that has deserted its team, which is crazy to me. Like, it's crazy. Like, your team needs you. You've led them to 3 straight wins. The small school from Utah, I'm not gonna fucking count, because y'all supposed to whoop their ass. Y'all was supposed to be 72-14. Y'all beat the shit out of them. Y'all supposed to win that. But Kansas is an impressive win. U of H is an impressive win. 2 teams in the same conference and you beat them both. But you're going to leave because you're not getting paid enough money? You're already on scholarship. Allegedly, he already had made, I think they said he had already made $3K in NIL. Which, and if it's from the school, that's probably all they had to give him. They had to be strategic and smart with how they allocate and shovel out their funds. So, like, to desert your team is crazy, but I could be tripping, right? I want to see just how good he is. Like, we're gonna pull up the stats from last season and see if this was 100K worthy, nabbing him out the transfer portal. Cause the way he explains it, shit, you supposed to pay that nigga the big bucks. Like fuck what we talking about. He's supposed to be that guy. He's supposed to be the guy that is receiving 100K. And I just want to see if the valuation is correct, or if it's insane. Because to me, 100K for a QB playing in the Mountain West is just fucking absurd to me. But here we go. We will let y'all be the judge. And we'll break it down as we're going through. Off rip, the first clip, this nigga's running the ball. First clip, he's running the ball. That's the first highlight we see. Again, shitty pocket. He has to get out the pocket again and take off. And this is against Lafayette, the best team in the conference that won the conference. They was 9-1 on the whole year. That's a 50-50 ball. Receiver goes up, makes a great fucking catch. Can't even fake to you on that. Against Merrimack. Okay, that's a decent ball. Now the FCS, they was ranked though. I can't hate on that. They was ranked. He had them ranked. He had them ranked.
First down and 10, wide snap. Sluka reeled it in.
I ain't gonna lie, no, okay. He's fitting. He's doing the job as a quarterback, making the right throws.
By himself, he does take the snap, throwing end zone touchdown.
Relatively, I haven't seen a ball that's been I haven't seen a throw that's been difficult though. Like some how did he fit it in there type shit.
Beats a tackler. He's loose.
His ability to run though is a strong trait that he did bring over to the FBS.
Sluka to the air, deep shot. Coker's got it.
I don't know if the receiver is too slow. So for one, it looks like he low key has a cannon of an arm, like he has the ability to launch that hole, but it seems like the receivers are slowing down more so than him hitting them in stride. Like he could throw that, he's gonna throw that bitch up there, but is he launching it to where they can get that hole in stride and keep going? Because most of the receivers I'm seeing that is catching these deep balls is turning around, jumping up to make the catch. I don't know who Mary Mac is, but these niggas must be ass the way most of this nigga's highlights is coming from Mary Mac. It appears. I don't know what the fuck the defender. Oh my gosh, hey, that nigga juke move something serious, huh? Shit. Okay. First impressive throw I've seen, in my opinion. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. Another laser. All right, we starting to see some shit. Okay, that's an easy throw. That's an easy throw. But then, like again, he doesn't turn over the ball. That's one thing I can say could be valued, but it's not worth 100K. If the nigga would ask for 50K, maybe. But then again, like, bro, you have to be marketable too. And I don't know how marketable Matthew fucking Slukas is coming over from Holy Cross. Like, I guess he came over from like fucking North Dakota State, you know, one of them type of schools, or even one of the schools that actually won it all in the FCS. But you're coming from a team that didn't make it. And to be quite frank, this conference looks like it's free cash. Lafayette dominated. They dominated the whole season. They dominated the league. And Holy Cross was just closely in second behind them niggas. But yeah, this is no crazy team, bro. Like, this is not nothing crazy. I've seen enough. After watching the highlights, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, because me personally, I don't think 100K was crazy. If he's leaving UNLV of all places for over 100K dispute, this nigga's insane. Because my thing is, what school, any school you transfer to, what school in the FBS would pay Matthew Slukas 100K? Let me know in them comments. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. As always, if you stayed to the end, I really appreciate you. You can leave a like, comment your favorite part of the video, comment what you want me to react to next, whether it's college football, basketball, college basketball, 2K news, whatever. I'm with it all. Subscribe to the channel, man. We on the road to 1K. I'm Phase 1B Rose. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.